Hello my sweet friends, welcome back to my channel. Like promised, I am taking you guys thrifting with me and I am going to share my tips and give you the inside scoop of how my brain works when I go thrifting. So this is how to thrift like a pro. I do consider myself a pro. I've been doing it for, my God, how many years? Maybe plus 30 years, you guys, and it's what I love. It's my passion. I love hunting for treasures, for gems, especially vintage ones. I just absolutely love it. It is my favorite hobby and one that I have never tired from, to be honest. So if you are anything like me and you love thrifting but struggle to find special pieces at your local thrift store, then maybe venture out. Sometimes there is just very poor choices when you walk into an op shop. I'm pretty lucky up here where I live on the Central Coast. So for today's video, I want to go to my local salvos because A, they don't mind me filming in there, and B, I know my way around the store so well that I'll be in my comfort zone and in the right frame of mind to talk you guys through it. Or it may be that you just give up too soon, you don't have the patience, you become discouraged and give up, right? So there's no giving up. Let me tell you guys, thrifting for gems and treasures and vintage is hard work. It's not easy. It may look easy in my Thrift with me's, but it's not easy. And especially when you are filming. I gotta say, my fellow thrifters over in the States, they're so lucky. They have trolleys where they can prop up their camera and everything just looks so easy. There are no trolleys. Oh, well, I should say carts. Carts is what I mean. In Australia here, we call them trolleys. There are no carts or trolleys to be found in any of the op shops that I have visited here on the Central Coast or pretty much around Australia, period. There is one Salvos that has a tiny little trolley. I mean, it's tiny and it's high. It has two little tiers. And when I go there, I can film much more comfortably, but they don't have great stuff. I don't enjoy thrifting there. So for my US subscribers and viewers, please keep that in mind because the op shops in Australia are not so accommodating and it just makes filming so much more difficult, especially when you are trying to look for treasures and your mind is, I'm looking, I'm thrifting, I have to find good stuff, but I'm also trying to create content that is pleasing and inspiring and entertaining, right? So, okay, enough rambling. Let us start off with what you wear when you go thrifting because fitting rooms in most op shops are not open still because of COVID, of course. So I need to wear something kind of fitting on the top. So if I find a blouse or shirt, I can kind of slip it over and what I'm wearing underneath doesn't interfere too much. And I can get a general idea of how the top is going to look. As for bottoms, I'm wearing a skirt. So whatever I find, I can either try on underneath. So if it's trousers or shorts or even skirts, but some skirts I may be able to just, you know, wear over top. If they're elastic or wrap, then that's easy to just wear over top. And again, I'll still be able to get a pretty good idea of how it's going to fit on me. Also, use your phone. Use your phone on video to kind of see how you look because sometimes mirrors are also non-existent in op shops or they're in very awkward places. So, you know, your phone can come in handy. You can take a photo if you like and then look at it or just put it on video, turn the camera to face you and try and capture the article that you're trying on in that way. So you could also wear a strapless dress. Now this is something that my cousin taught me when we were traveling to Hawaii together and we were shopping up a storm. She would wear a strapless dress. If she found a top, she would put on the top and then just pull down the top of her dress. If she was wearing a bottom, she would slide it on underneath and lift up the skirt and see what it looked like. And she would never go in the fitting rooms. She would just find a mirror, park herself and her, you know, finds and just start trying them on that way. So if you do live in a warm climate, then a strapless dress might be your thing. But if you are one that does not wear any of these things I've just mentioned, then just pick two separates that you're comfortable in, that are not too voluminous, where you can kind of follow the same principle. So as you can see, I'm wearing a little crop top. It's cotton and it's snug on my body, so I can wear anything over the top of this. And my midi skirt, like I mentioned, everything will go underneath. The shoe I'm wearing is a little high top espadrille leather kind of trainer shoe. They are so comfortable, which is why I'm wearing them. They're easy to slip on and off, even though they do have laces. They give me no trouble. If you are one who wants to try on shoes, maybe a slip-on might work better for you, but shoes aren't really a problem for me. For the bag, make sure you take one where your hands free. It's as simple as that. You need your hands to rifle and dig and search for your treasures. And especially me, because I'm holding a camera as well. So I have got my little crossbody satchel, which is so comfortable. The strap is nice and thick. It's not heavy. It's very light. I'm gonna be comfortable. I'm not taking much with me. I have my phone, my glasses, meaning my prescription glasses, because I need to look at labels and I need to see what fabrics I'm picking up. Without my glasses, I don't get to know the finer details, and it's all about the details for me. And also, what else do I take? Some change, because some op shops will not accept credit, and also my credit card. That's all I'm taking. I also have my water, a water bottle with me, and on the way there, I always treat myself to a coffee. So I stop at 7-Eleven, I grab my coffee, I drink it along with my protein bar while I'm driving, and that, my friends, is basically all I take. So, shall we go? Let's go thrifting. My friends, it is a scorcher today. It is boiling hot and I should be at the beach, but I don't know. I just really wanted to get this video out for you guys. On the drive here, I've parked now. Before we go in, I thought of a few things on the drive over. So I didn't mention, like, if you live in a colder climate, then a turtleneck is a great piece to wear when you're thrifting, because when you're trying on those amazing blazers in the menswear section, you're gonna know as soon as you slip it on whether it's right for you or not, which is a great segue into another tip. I don't thrift seasonally. Seasonally? Is that a word? Seasonably? No, seasonally. I am in the dead of summer here in Australia, right? It is boiling hot today, but I am going to be looking at blazers and knits, because when summer hits, people tend to clear out their wardrobes of the winter pieces they don't want to make room for the summer pieces, and vice versa. And if you find something special, you know, you're not going to take it because it's not the right season. You will never find that item again, so take it and put it away, and you will have it for when the right season rolls around, right? And another thing, I do shop men's, always. I shop men's for graphic tees, blazers as I mentioned, some Levi's if they're a size 28 or 30, they usually fit me. For my son, for myself, I just shop every single section. I leave no stone unturned. I shop larger women's sizes, so the 18 to 26 category, because I may find a top but on me fits like a cute little dress, which I found not long ago, and I'm going to feature in my Grecian style video coming soon, right? So I look everywhere, my friends. I have found the most amazing blazers in the men's section. That's just what I love. So just keep an open mind. When I go thrifting, I don't kind of go with, I want to find a black pleated skirt and high-waisted trouser pants. I don't think like that. I go in with a complete open mind, ready to find anything that I fall in love with, anything that, you know, appeals to me or I think would be great inventory for my shop. I don't follow trends. I don't have a list. I just buy what I love, okay? And another thing you guys should know, here in Australia, we call it op shopping. And Wendy, my beautiful subscriber, pointed out to me in a comment on my Instagram that, you know, I call it thrift or thrifted dress or, you know, thrifting. And really here in Australia, we call it op shopping, op shops, you know. So if I slip into Aussie slang, you know what I'm talking about. But I title my videos Thrift just to gain more traction, I think. But having said that, there are so many awesome American thrift channels that I'm probably doing myself a disservice by titling all my videos Thrift. I should use different text from now on and use op shop, because, you know, that is what is familiar to me. That is what I call it, right? But anyway, I'm totally getting off track. When I go into the op shop, thrift shop, if I don't speak to you, it's because there's music on. And while I love the old tunes that they play, I don't want to get a copyright strike on my channel. So if there is music to be heard in the background, they will copyright me. And that is what I have to avoid. So if I use text, it's because of the music. If I can, I will speak. But if I use text, you know the reason why. So I guess that's really all I wanted to say. I am already sweating buckets. I mean, can you see the sweat glistening on my face and my hair today? It just wanted to do its own thing. It just wouldn't work with me. So I just tied it back. So, you know, and it's good in a way because it gets really hot in there. So I'm going to finish the last sips of my coffee and I'm going to head into the op shop. And I always start off by looking at shoes and bags. It's how I kind of ease my way in, because sometimes when you look at all the racks, it can be a little overwhelming. But if I start off in the shoes and the bags, I find it just easier. I find I work better that way. So enough chit chat, let us go. Okay, see you in there.
Back home, they don't know me back home. They want me to believe in things I told them no. Follow me with your eyes, I believe how much you fantasize about this.
Alright you guys, these are cute. I love moccasin style booties. Now they're by Rivers. Let's see what size they are. They are a 38. In luck, they are mine. I love these too. I love the maroon and grey. So the brand is Done It. I have not heard of that brand before. And let's see if we can find out what size. USA 6, UK 5, Europe 38. Score! They're mine. On closer inspection, my friends, I just put on my glasses. These are a size 39. Can you see that there? So these are going to be too big probably, but I'm going to put them both in my cart. My friends, this is my beautiful lady who I just love seeing when I come in here. I make sure to come in when she's on because she's just so beautiful.
From the Salvos at Toukley.
Yes, so come and visit.
Hi everyone.
It's the best op shop ever.
Bye.
Okay, so I'm on the other side of the shoe shelf and, you know, this is all very ladylike heels and I'm just giving you guys a bird's eye view of how I kind of scan for shoes. Okay, here are some boots. Let's have a look at these. No way too high. Way too high for me. This is not the day I find my dream Western boots, my friends. You know, I'm happy with the shoes that I found. There's no deal on the shoes today. These ones are $5 and the cute little trainers are $4. So that ain't bad, my friends. All right, now let's look at the bags. So here are the bags. There is no deal on the bags today either. I hope you guys can hear me. There's no music. well, it's very, very softly played today, so I can talk to you guys. So when I look at bags, I kind of just scan because I'm in here regularly, and when there is something new, it kind of pops out at me. But, you know, I saw this last time I was here and didn't take it because although it's cute, it looks kind of dated to me. No bags today. And I also look down here. I mean, I could hunt and rifle through each bag because you never know what's in here, right? But we are going to look through and see what I find. Okay, now I love this. It looks like a black tote with a white stripe, but it feels kind of cheap to me. That one is $4, and I can tell that it's not leather. I think I'm going to leave that one. And here's another striped bag. This one looks kind of nautical. Let's see who makes this. This is by Tempt. That's an Australian fast fashion label. I'm not really sure I'm into this. So the trims are not leather, but this navy and white stripe is canvas. I think I'll pop that in my bag, and we'll have a closer look at that later on. So what's this? This is another kind of canvas bag with a ropey kind of nautical vibe. No. Okay, so now we are moving into the clothing, and as you can see, we have men's right next to me, and there's no one here in the men's section, so I'm going to park myself here and look at the men's. So the tip is, my friends, start off somewhere where it's quiet, where there's no people, where it's not going to be so picked over. You know, you don't want to be close to people kind of fighting for stuff. You want to go somewhere you're on your own and you've got time to look and you're not feeling rushed, okay? So this plaid shirt is popping out because I love plaid and I love this blue and red, but the label is Lowe's, and Lowe's is a budget-friendly men's wear store, I would say, and it looks kind of very large. It is an extra large, but I really love the colours. I think I'm going to pop this one in my cart, but I can't find a price. So I'm at the men's blazers. They all look like kind of suit blazers. I'm not into the suit blazers. There are some leather jackets that I'm going to have a look at. As you can see, the rack is just so chock-a-block, right? So just start from the beginning, push it all back as far as it can go, and then begin to rifle through. So these are men's bottoms. I only want to look at the denim. So looking at the back of denim is a surefire way to tell if I am going to like the denim, from the pockets to the badge on the waistband and also the wash of the denim. So I'll tell you what I don't like. Now this denim, do you see the grain in that denim? I do not like that. That is very dated. So we want something that's more like this. Whether you like a lighter wash or a darker wash, you know, whatever rinse it is, as long as it doesn't have a grain and it's 100% cotton, sturdy denim, it's going to work. Alright you guys, I'm in the skirt section. Now if I'm just scanning for skirts, what I tend to do is just look for lengths that I like and any kind of fabric or print or colour that kind of pops out at me. So nothing's really grabbing my attention today, but I'm going to have a quick rifle through from the beginning. How cute is this skirt, you guys? So it is by Tree Child. It's a size 8. It's 100% cotton, very cute. with the little bells, but obviously way too short for me. I think this would look cute on a young girl. Love the print and the color. The little elephants are gorgeous. So you guys, I found a pair of Bermuda shorts. They are a black Miller's label. This is a vintage label. They're a size 10. They're a polyester viscose linen blend. Absolutely gorgeous. And look at the grain in this fabric. It's just beautiful, and it has pockets. And every time I find a pair of Bermuda shorts in this kind of cream color, it's never in my size. So the fact that I found a size 10 today, I am thrilled. So that is going in my cart. So that's it for skirts and shorts. So now I'm just going to turn around, and opposite me are long sleeved shirts, and something is popping out at me already. It's this polka dot shirt in different colors. It looks like cotton, so I'm going to look at that straight away, but no, I'm not really feeling it. Brilliant Basics, I'm sure, is from Target or Big W or Best and Less, something like that. And although it's 100% cotton, maybe it's just the label that's putting me off. Maybe it could work. Let's have a closer look. Fabric is so important to me, you guys, because I steer clear from polyester unless it's vintage polyester. So this is a size 12. It's made in Bangladesh, and it's 100% cotton. So I may give that a go because I do love the polka dots. It's kind of oversized. It could work. Just got to get past this Best and Less label, right? Okay, so that's going in my cart as well. So now I'm going to go through this rail, this long sleeve shirts rail, all the way to a size 16 to 18. I'm going to go through the whole thing and show you things as I find them. But already, this piece here, this plaid again. I'm just a sucker for plaid. I love these colors. And this label, I'm pretty sure, is again Best and Less. This one's $6, so it would make it $3 because all the clothing is half price today. So I'm putting that in my cart because I just love the colors. All right, you guys, a lot of you have asked me how to look for vintage. How do you know when something's vintage? Now, although I'm not into this piece, this is a vintage label. I can tell by the font, and I know this label. Dedes is a women's wear brand that has been around for almost 100 years. And this, my friends, is a very old label. Another way you can tell vintage is that underneath the label, you will find the fabric tag composition, right? So that is vintage. It will always have the material of the garment, which is polyester cotton blend. So that, my friends, is how you spot vintage. So this is a modern piece, again from Tempt, a fast fashion Australian label. But I'm not going to take this, my friends, because I don't like the fabric. It's a cheap polyester. This is not a fabric that's going to tuck in nicely. And I can tell this without even looking at the fabric tag. But I will pull it out, and there it is, my friends, 100% polyester. So although this is quite modern, and I love the stripe, navy and white, or is it black and white? I can't really tell. I'm going to pass on this because of the fabric. So I found another piece by Tempt. As you can see there, it's a size 10, and although I'm pretty sure this is polyester as well, it's in a soft, silky kind of polyester, so it's going to tuck in nicely. And I like the details. I love the high neck and also the sheared sleeve. So this is something that, you know, has potential. So let's just check out the fabric. And there it is there, my friends, polyester as I thought. But I do like this. It's a great neutral piece, and it's only $4, so it will come down to $2. So that is going in my cart. I found another Tempt piece, so it's pretty obvious that some young girl, some young trendy girl, has donated her closet because she's a size small or size 10. This one's $4. Now, I have been looking for a striped pink shirt. This stripe is more of a seersucker stripe, and I prefer a wider stripe. And also, I think the sleeve, it's not quite wide enough, and the shape, and I'm not really into these black buttons. I think a white button would have freshened up this shirt and looked so much nicer. And also, you know, the make isn't great, and I feel that this is also polyester. So it's definitely a more malleable polyester, but still I'm going to pass on this. You guys, how cute is this piece? It's by Mambo, and that looks like a pretty old label as well. It's only $4. It's a black and white striped knit with a hoodie, but I'm not going to take it, my friends, because look at this sleeve. It's so slim. I love a wide sleeve. I cannot do tight tight sleeves, especially on a chunky knit. But very cute, very cute. And I think this is a cotton. And it's a size 10. Oh, it's acrylic. That's surprising. Acrylic's rather good because it washes and wears so easily. You don't have to iron. Not so breathable, but in the winter time it's good because it keeps you warm. But I am passing on that one. I've come across a handmade piece. There's no fabric tag, no label. You can tell that it's handmade. It's in a cream color, a little short sleeve cardigan. I think this could be cute. It's $4. Putting that in my cart as well. Okay, another gorgeous piece is this one. It's by a Californian company, but then it's made in China. So I'm not sure if this is vintage. I would say no, but I do love the color and I do love this white trim. It's a cardigan, I would say. The sleeve is quite wide. There's a white trim on the bottom as well. The fabric composition is 100% cotton. The price is also $6, so that would make it $3. I think that's worth a try. I'm still in the long sleeves, you guys. I found this cardigan. It's Be Me. I'm pretty sure this is a curvier sized label. It's extra large. I can tell this is acrylic. It's got a wide little short sleeve. I really do like this color. It's kind of a cross between a navy and a grey, and the fabric composition says made in China acrylic. So I think this is just going to be way too big on me and it will keep falling off my shoulders. So for that reason I'm going to say no. Okay, my friends, I've come across another vintage label. It's not Love, but again I had to show you. This one says matches, designed in California. There's no fabric composition. I don't think I'm going to find one in here either because I know this is vintage, and I'm right. So I don't know what fabric this is. It could be vintage polyester or it could be silk, but it is definitely vintage, and that one's $6, but it's not my vibe. I'm almost at the end of the long sleeves, and now I've come to this reddish pinky section, which I just avoid altogether because I'm not into this color, not in a block color anyway. So I just skip. I just push that along. So here we are at women's blazers, and as you can see, it is chock full. So I am just going to scan through this and pull out anything that draws my attention. I love yellow, and this is by Noni B. It's $6. Pull it out. I can see that it's huge. It's absolutely huge. I mean, look at that sleeve. So that one is going back. Now, nothing's really striking me. It's all kind of very dull. I do not need a black blazer or a red blazer or a navy blazer. I'm looking for color and texture. Now, I've come across this before and it's in very bad condition. That's why I didn't take it. But it is a vintage Target label. Look at that label, how old it is, my friends. And all the information is on there. It says it's a polyester acrylic blend made in Taiwan. It's a size 14. So this one is $6. It would make it $3. It's fully lined, but like I said, you can see there's a lot of pilling. It's just not in good nick. So I'll just move along. I wouldn't mind a white blazer. I don't think I have a white blazer. Now this one is a fast fashion brand, Valley Girl. It's very cheaply made, you guys. The sleeve is so dated. No, I'm not into that at all. This is also by Valley Girl, but look at the label on this one compared to this one. Now this is vintage, and if the label wasn't a dead giveaway with the little fabric composition there on the bottom which says polyester, look at the style. I mean, that is vintage, but no, I'm not into it. So my friends, we've done skirts and shorts, we've done long sleeve tops. So now we are going to look at the pants and also the dresses, and then we will move across to short sleeve tops, and then we are done. I have been filming for ages. I hope you can hear me well. It's very noisy in here. Anyway, let's continue. Okay, so here we are in pants, and as you can see, there's a lot to look through, but of course I'm going to start in my size, and as we go along to the larger sizes, I will just scan. This is easy for me to rifle through and show you at the same time. So these are cute. These look high-waisted, and I love the color. and they might very well be vintage. Let's have a closer look. Okay, I can tell that these are handmade because there's no label inside, and if you look at the button and the stitching and the zip, you can just tell that it's handmade. And I know with this fabric it's just going to puff out near the crotch area, so I am not even going to bother with those. These are vintage and they're a size 10. They're by Renoma. I've come across this brand before. They're kind of a capri length. They have pockets and they're in a cute colour. So I'm going to put them in my cart to try on. I do not think I'm going to have much luck in pants, you guys. Okay, this is Miller's Black Label, size 12. They're a khaki trouser pant. I would say they're a polyester viscose blend. Let's have a look. Yep, polyester viscose. But I know these are going to be too big for me, but are they a good piece to add to my shop? I'll try them on. So here I am in the dress section. There's 3 racks of dresses, smallest to largest size. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at lengths, I'm going to look at prints and colours and just scan and pull. I should have mentioned this earlier, my friends, but I kind of always beeline to this section here where it's new stock ready to hang, but also the go backs come along here. So things that people have tried on and didn't work get hung up on this rail to go back onto the floor, but there was nothing on this rail, so that's kind of why I just went into men's, but I thought that was, you know, an important tip to mention. So this is the sleepwear section, which used to be one of my favorites, but not so much anymore. I used to love looking for slip dresses, but now because they're so trendy with the young folk, I'm not really into them anymore, but I still will have a little, you know, a little look if something kind of jumps out at me that I think is quite special. It's just a section that doesn't, you know, thrill me as much anymore. Let us move into short sleeve tops. I'm going to start here at size 8 and push everything back. That's kind of cute. This could be vintage. Let's have a look. Okay, it could be handmade. I'm going to pop that in my cart. It's too cute. I also tend to go past the greens, the aquas and the teals. They're not really my colours. And black also is something that I kind of go past unless it's a print or a graphic. I'm not so much into a block black. It has to be very special, like a beautiful fabric, something that jumps out at me. So this is vintage, I can tell. Not my kind of vintage, but again, I wanted to show you a vintage label that says JM Goldburn, a size 10. No fabric composition anywhere. This feels like a polyester to me, but definitely vintage. I mean, look at that. But not my vibe. Okay, this is a pretty cool graphic, but I do not like this neckline. It's too wide, so I think this is probably from Kmart, Best and Less or something like that. I just do not like that neckline at all. When it comes to graphic tees, I want a crew neck and a beautiful vintage cotton. I would say this label is not as vintage as the previous one I showed you. Obviously you can see that they went a little bit more modern, and so the fabric composition is probably inside, and there it is there. Polyester viscose rayon, made in Australia. So although it's not as old as the other one, the fact that it's made in Australia is a clear indication that this is vintage. Otherwise it would say made in China. You guys, so I found this argyle vest. I do not think it is vintage. It's by Noni B, an Australian label, medium wool acrylic, made in China. So I gather it's maybe 15 years old, but not quite vintage. But I'm gonna see if I can, you know, make this look kind of cool. Alrighty my friends, so this is my lot of clothing that I'm going to try on in front of this mirror right here. So let's get to it. So I'm just about to try on this argyle vest, and this wool blend mark label here tells me that it's vintage, so it's got to be at least 20 years old because they don't do this anymore. Okay my friends, so this is the vest. I've got it buttoned up. It's quite narrow and not as oversized as I would like. Even tucked in it doesn't look good. I'm not sure about this one. I do love the colors. I love the navy and red. I think it's pretty cool, but I'm not sure. I'm really not sure about this piece. I like it and then I don't. So I'll put this one in the maybe pile. Alright you guys, I'm trying to imagine this with denim. Some denim cutoffs maybe, or just jeans. But I'm not really sure I'm into this silhouette. It's boxy, but it's quite fitted, and so there's not much movement in this piece. So although it's really well made, I'm going to say no to this one. Here are the khaki trousers, and although they're a little bit puffy in the crotch and in the bum, they fit me nice around the waist. This could also be a piece that I put on my shop, but I do like them and they're a great cut. I love the pockets. I think these are going to be a yes. Alright my friends, I have on the purple trousers. Now they're not a good fit on me, they're too big, but I'm just contemplating whether or not to take these for my shop. The color is different and I love it. The length is kind of great. I mean, if these were a size 10, I would have kept them for me, but they're just too big. But I like that they have pockets and they could very well work on my shop. So these are a maybe. So this is that cardigan that I thought was made in California, but is actually made in China. I'm not really into it, you guys. it's not special. I don't like the cut. It's just, I'm not feeling it. So this one is a no. Alright you guys, I've got on the little handmade cardigan, and again, I'm not feeling this. I don't know, it's not my vibe. It's too kind of grandma for me. You could definitely style it up very modern. It's just not me. So no to this one. Okay, so this top is kind of tight on me. It's pretty small, and although it tucks in nicely and could be styled up to look very kind of expensive and not cheap, I don't know, it's not special, so I'm not going to take this one, you guys. But I do love a high neckline and a sheared sleeve. This one is also a no for me, you guys. Although I love this colour, it's just not made well, and it's a little too shrunken for me. Not so much in the body, but the sleeve. The sleeve is so fitted on my arm that it just looks dated. I love a wide sleeve. I love the cuffs loose around my wrist. It's just not working for me, you guys. So this one's a no. Okay, you guys, the polka dot shirt I think is a no also. This collar I do not like. It's almost not even there. It's so tiny, and I love a very statement collar on my shirts because I do love to wear them buttoned right up to the collar. So, I mean, it's kind of boxy. I'm just not feeling this at all, and I'm not really having much luck today, am I? So it's a wider sleeve, but still not as wide as what I like, and I like a drop shoulder, and this one is kind of fitted. It's just not right. The cut is not great, and that's, you know, what you find when you pick up pieces from Best and Less and Target, is that their cuts are not quite right. Alright my friends, imagine these pants with nude underwear and no creases, washed and ironed real nice. I love the length just under the knee like that. They are so cool. Even with the shoes I have on and my little crop top, such a cute pair of pants. I mean, I love this vibe. So these are not quite a capri and not quite a Bermuda. They're kind of in between. And I just love that vintage vibe. And these, my friends, are only $3, so they will be $1.50. So I have finally found a cream pair of Bermuda / capri pants that fit well and that are vintage. I'm wrapped. I love oversized, but this is way too much. Way too much, my friends. Look at the sleeve. It's a men's XL. I mean, no wonder. But I just love this colorway. It's absolutely gorgeous, and it's 100% cotton, but I'm going to say no to this. It's just too much fabric. It doesn't do anything for me at all. You guys, I'm not sure if you can see this, but there is stains on these pants. They're kind of like an orange stain, and I'm not sure if they're going to come out, but I'm going to take them anyway because they're so cheap. If it doesn't come out, well, too bad, but if they do, then I will be a very happy girl. So here is the bag, my friends. I mean, look, it's not bad, but I'm not going to take it because it's that size that I'm not really into. You know, I like a tote if I'm going to have a big bag, or I like small bags, and so I don't think this is my vibe. I'm sure maybe a lot of you are thinking I'm crazy not to take it because it is quite nautical and Parisian, but I just don't think it's me. So no to the bag. So you guys, these little booties are not real suede. Upon closer inspection, I figured out they're, you know, synthetic, and they're big on me. My foot actually comes out, so these are a no. And these cute little trainers, I went to put them on, and look at this. I did not even notice that before. So they are a no. G'day, my friends. We are back where we started. G'day? I never say that. I never use that Aussie slang. G'day. But here we are. I am an Aussie girl, a Greek / Aussie girl. I sometimes do use Australian slang. So I'm here to give you a recap of my thrifting experience and also round up the pieces that I ended up taking home with me. So let me just start off by saying that I was in there almost 3 hours, my friends. Treasures are not there for the taking. Although it may seem that way when you watch Thrift with Me's, whether it be from me, from my content, or other creators, not everything is as it seems, my friends. So yes, 3 hours later, I walked away with 4 items. Thrifting for those gems is hard work. It is very hard work. You need time up your sleeve, you need patience, and I guess most of all, you need to have a passion for thrifting, because that is what is going to spur you on to dig through all the crap so you can find those treasures, right? And sometimes, let me tell you guys, I have begun filming in a thrift shop, and you know, towards the end of my search, I will only have found maybe one thing or sometimes nothing, and I have to scrap all that footage. You know, it is quite disappointing, but I know that as a viewer, you guys want to see the haul at the end of a thrift with me, right? I mean, if there's no haul, it's kind of an anticlimax, right? Just under 3 hours and I walked away with 4 pieces, my friends. Am I in love with all the pieces? No, I can't say that I am in love, but they are great pieces and I couldn't let them go. So maybe not pieces for my personal wardrobe, but I do have online shops where I sell pre-loved and vintage clothing, and so they make for great inventory. So let's get into the pieces that I brought home with me. Now, these capris / Bermudas are one item that is for me. I love them. They are vintage. It was unfortunate that there is staining on these pants, but I'm gonna soak them in nappy sand and hopefully they will come out. But if they don't come out, I don't think they are that noticeable. That is another tip. You gotta really pay attention to the details of the clothing. Is the zip working? Is the button there, or is a button missing on a shirt or on a trouser pant? Is there stains, and can you get those stains out? Is there holes and tears? You know, stitching coming undone and hems coming undone. These are things that you look at. I'm very lucky I have my mum who helps me mend all my pieces before I put them on my shop. God bless her, because she was a dressmaker in her day. Then she became a cook. So how lucky am I to have a mum who is a cook and a dressmaker to mend all my clothes? I mean, what are the chances, right? For me, they are beautiful. They may not appeal to everyone, but I'm that kind of girl that loves, you know, those quirky length kind of pants that look very old school, but I know I'm gonna modernize them with some really cool Converse and a shirt or a crop top or something like that. So thrilled with those. The next item I decided to bring home were these khaki pants, khaki trousers, I should say. They are again vintage and just a gorgeous khaki, almost like an olive color, right? And I will say this again, but khaki or olive green is a neutral. It will work back with any color you decide to pair it with. Just trust me on that. So when you find a pair that you like, that look good on you, just grab them. And I loved these, except they were a little big on me. And I wouldn't wear a belt with these, although they do have belt loops. Because it's an elastic waist, the waistband isn't stiff enough to handle a belt, if you know what I mean. But I took them. These will probably go on my shop if I really can't work with them. They have pockets, and I just really like the way they fell on me. They had a nice drape to them, if you know what I mean. So that's the second item. The other pair of trousers I ended up taking, again vintage, in this beautiful purple lilac color. It's so gorgeous. I hear that it's very on trend, and I don't really follow trends. I have always been in love with this color, but the fact that it is an on-trend color is great because it will sell on my shop. They are gorgeous. Again, they have pockets. I love this fabric. It's a vintage polyester. However, they were quite big on me, and I'm not sure if the elastic has been stretched out a little bit or if they're just a generous make. I happen to think that they are generous because they were quite puffy in the crotch area also. A girl who's into this color and into vintage trouser pants like me, she's gonna love these. And the fourth piece that I ended up taking, I wonder if you guys guessed, was this Argyle vest, which is a wool blend and which I discovered is vintage. Now, I love this colorway. I love the pop of red. and navy. Very classic, very timeless, and very old world. Argyle is also something that's very on trend at the moment. I've always loved argyle. I do love this piece. I don't like it on me because it's not as oversized as I would like, and it is too long for my body. And obviously you cannot crop knits because they will just unravel, right? But I thought again, this would make a great piece for my shop. It even has 2 front pockets. It's in great condition. And so that, my friends, are the 4 pieces that I found today. When I went to pay for my items, they did not charge me for the stained pants. So that was very nice of them to do that. The 3 items cost me $5. So $5 is absolutely nothing. Nothing when you think of, 4 pieces for $5. I mean, you can't even get a coffee for $5. So I hope that you gained some insight from this video, and I also hope that you've learned a few new tips that you were not aware of before that will get you on your way to thrifting like a pro, right? So I have also made another video on how to thrift like a pro. It was done a couple of years ago. I will link that in the description box because that's quite a good video. It's different in that I am in my room talking you through points. I had researched and written everything down, and then I kind of cut away to footage of me in practice of what I'm actually talking about. So that will be in the description box for you, along with links to my online shops, Depop and eBay, and a link to my Instagram if you would like to come and follow me over there. And so I guess that's a wrap for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed coming thrifting with me, and I really hope I see you in my next one.